Beautiful. Holy shoots. Okay. 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 No, 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 no. No, 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 no. So, first off, we don't talk about that Thor. Second off, how do we do speed, height, fly, wall? How do we do that? So, darting. Darting itself is really simple. It can be hard, obviously, if you're not on PC and you're on mobile. Controller, actually. I mean, I'm just saying that he's really good on controller. But it can be really hard. And what I'm trying to say is, don't beat yourself up about it if you can't do it. Like, you can't get the turn rooms, you can't, like, don't. You'll get it. You'll get it eventually. It's like, it's all intuition. It's all intuition, you get me? So, like, don't beat yourself up about it. So, darting, let's get started with it. So, darting itself is really simple. It's basically, you just, when you wall bounce, your uppy downy speed, your vertical speed, gets turned into lefty righty speed. So if I were to trimp, and then you see I fall, and then when I wall bounce, all the speed from my fall gets turned horizontal. That's the mechanic of it. And the way we use that is when we trimp, we wall bounce, and then we slide to keep our speed. So you trimp, you wall bounce, and then you slide immediately to keep your speed, just like that. That's a dart. That's the first part of a dart. That's well done. Nice one. So, anyways, next part. So, now you need the chain darts. Now, chaining darts is probably where you're going to mess up if you're new to it, because chaining darts, you have to, like, turn rooms and stuff. Everybody hates turn rooms, let's be honest. Anyways, chaining darts, new recording, because I stuttered twice. Anyways, so it's kind of hard to explain. So, chaining darts, this is the main part where you get your speed, because your speed basically just kind of multiplies for whatever reason. Clanky, grace, genetics, not genetics, code, but same thing, let's be honest. So, oh boy, how do we start explaining this? So, chaining dart is, it seems simple, but there's a lot of variability to it, and because of that, like I said, you do need to mess around with just darting normally first. So what I'd recommend starting with is just kind of sticking to the wall, I guess. Even though obviously if you stick to the wall you will lose speed. It is not, by far you will not go the fastest, but you need to get a feel for when you need to either go back to the wall. You either need to go back to this wall, or you need to go to the closest wall to be able to dart again, so you don't end up touching the floor. Like that. And that is very annoying at times. It's not like it's impossible, it's annoying to explain, because you need to get a feel for the game before you just listen to a guide and expect it to tell you everything, because I don't think that's really possible. Because of just how intuitive the game is, you need to use your brain, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Oh, okay. So, next up, we have the one, the only, what do you call it? Love clipping? I guess you could call it, everybody just calls it rosary clipping though, because rosary just is kind of good. So, we have rosary clipping. Now, rosary clipping is very controversial, and I feel like, obviously that makes sense, but it's restricted to unres now. So this is an unrestricted only, pretty much, tech. Very fun. There's a lot of little mini details that you kind of need to learn. It's really cool, but it's kind of RNG based as well, but we don't talk about that. So, rosary clipping. Now, the main mechanic of it is, you see with the love heart, which you get it from the gun, you get it from shutting up Joey, you get it from some of the other traits as well, like you get it from like Goober Cookie and stuff, and like crouch jumping with Teddy, apparently. For some reason with that speed buff, if you just click absurdly fast, you just go really fast. What you have to do is you just slide jump, you hold space, you hold shift, you go forward or you go backward, and you just, I don't even know anymore. Don't ask me. So, anyways, now we've got that out the way. how can we abuse this in game? So rosary clipping. How can we abuse rosary clipping in game? Basically, you click fast, you go fast. You can clip through walls with it. How? What walls could we possibly clip through in game? Huh? What walls? I sure do wonder. I wonder I really. What walls, dude? What? I sure do. I really don't know. I mean, it's like, you click fast, you can go fast. It's not that good though, right? It's not like you can skip entire safe rooms and save 20 seconds on people that don't use it. But it's quote unquote no skill enough when you shut up.
What if they knock on your door and you just go, but I have no money? Hey, you need to pay your taxes. But I don't have money.
Because why not? That I have not, in fact, actually said how to trimp yet. Which this isn't just gonna be a trimping, this is gonna be how to get height, I guess, to start a dart. Which there is 3 main ways. One of them is way more main than the other. So let's just start off with crampon specifically. You can do this traitless. It is hard to do. This is not a traitless guide. Go ask a knight for that if you want a traitless guide. So all you want to do is just hold W and D, one bounce once, one bounce twice, one bounce 3 times, like that. If you want to do it fancy, you can do 3 wall bounces and then slide straight after. Don't know why you would do that, but you can. And you can start it up from that. Anyways, so that's the first way to get height. Second way to get height is door trimping. Door trimping is it's not inconsistent, but it's slow, so I wouldn't recommend using it unless you're in traitless. And all you want to do is it's all rooms outside of the little spawn, the guaranteed room, the first room in a safe room, and one of the 180 rooms that doesn't have the little ledge on the side. And what you want to do is you want to slide jump into the top corner of either the right or left of the door. You let go of shift. You need to let go of shift for all trims, by the way, outside of obviously that one. You need to let go of shift and you just hold A or D into the. Shut up. Anyways, so just like that. Next up, trimping. Now, trimping itself is. It's like that. It's like chaining water. It's like chaining darts. It's very you need to. I can show you the basic mechanics of it, but you can't necessarily I can't just show you it and you'll do it automatically. There's 2 subcategories of trimping. With these stairs ones, you can just slide into it and let go shift, and most of the time you'll just go up like that. And with if I can find a room that would allow me to do it, that would be very nice. There's one red there. Let me wait for carnation. Anyways, right back to our scheduled trimping. So what you want to do is you just slide into it. You want to let go of shift and you want to jump. Depends on the object. Obviously, that's why I said it's intuition. Depends on the object. But you want to let go of shift and you want to jump just so you kind of. How do I explain it? You have to jump so you kind of bounce off the corner of the object. So you're like that. And for some reason, it just generates a lot of height. And obviously, height, when you trimp equals vertical speed equals horizontal speed when darting. Therefore, you can start trimp, and you can just go fast. Depending on how good you are at the game, because I'm obviously terrible. Jesus.
Delivering the cases. Oh god! Fast, I'm fucking going! No!
Anyways, it's 2 AM, and I need an outro and some extra stuff. So first off, if you're darting, and during the slide part of the dart, if you let go of shift, it uncaps your speed for whatever reason, making you a lot faster. If you're learning how to, do not start with this really, because it makes the timing a lot weird mentally, and just do this a bit later. It is very good though. For rosary clipping, instead of a normal auto clicker, you can use your mouse software, because most of the time my software doesn't have a sort of delay. We found Razored Synapse actually is 10 times faster than just suspend or whatever the ones we're using for OP auto clicker. Number 3, for turn rooms, for all that, darting when you wall bounce, it's it's movement key based. Don't worry about where you're looking really. You just want to look straight kinda, but it's movement key based. Like if you have a turn room left and you look left and you just wall bounce, it's not really gonna do much. If you have to hold A, it doesn't matter where you're looking really. And then have fun. I mean, it's Grace. This game's dead. Have fun, bro. And then there's a little blue emoji down here. I thought I was really cool putting that there. Alright, it's 2 AM. Good night, chat.